Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Prison Simulator. So the first task of today's episode is our free time, and we're going to talk to Clarence here and see what mission he has available for us. So it says, of course I mean you, who else? You're kind of slow, aren't you? What are you talking about? I'm talking about your moves, your speed, you know what I mean. So I'm guessing this is, the prison is a tough place and you're going to need some swiftness if you want to work here. So I'm guessing this is where we're going to increase our speed. Maybe a race or something? I'm not entirely sure. They had like a box looking icon. Maybe we'll be doing something with the boxes and that has to do with speed. Well, let's ask them. It's simple. Every day I'll have some tasks for you. I'll give you a package and you're going to deliver it. That's it. The thing is you're going to do it fast, really fast. But hey, it's only for good. You're going to be a lot faster after a few training sessions like that. So what do you think? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. We'll deliver these packages. So our first task is going to be simple. Take this and run to the destination. Go. Alright, well, I wish I knew which way we were running to. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and jump into it. It's going to be this way. Alright, so we need to go as quickly as possible because I think they only gave us 35 seconds. But we also have to manage our stamina. Can't run forever. As you can see, we're already running a bit low. So we got to manage that on top of trying to be fast. I think we're going to make it. It seems like we're going to make it. Alright, the timer's still going, so... Okay, there we go. So we got a +2 on speed. Well, that's nice. When we were training our stamina, we were only getting 1 point at a time. Oh, okay, we're actually where we need to be as well for this next task, which is going to be the cell shakedowns. So, yeah, I don't know why they require you to open all the cells. Like, it's part of the task, so you have to do it. You can't just open one cell at a time. It's kind of strange. But we'll do it as they desire. We'll open all the cells, let them out. And the first one is going to be Praetorian. I'm willing to bet he's got some contraband in here. So we're going to search very thoroughly. Because if I was an inmate, I would have some contraband. And of course we got some joints. So look at the value of these things. I wonder if you took this, if you could sell that for anywhere near that amount of money. Because yeah, you'd be able to earn enough money to easily level yourself up over and over again if you were a crooked officer. But again, because we're trying to play this as a more decent officer, of course he's not going to be happy about that, and he needs it for his medical needs. Well, I do have stomach issues. I don't have a prescription for medical marijuana though. We do have recreational marijuana here. Oh shit, the guards are fighting over there. What are they doing? Are they just beating a prisoner? Okay, well let's hurry up getting through this. We're confiscating this. And look at this. Like, and then he has the punishment thing over him, or at least the fighting thing over. What happens if we talk to him? Says he's just trying to make it to the end of the shift. Alright, well that was strange. So he just beat that inmate up. And now we gotta fight over here. I mean, the officers are leading by example, right? I mean, if the officers are willing to come over here and beat an inmate up in front of everybody, I mean, can't really criticize them too much, can we? We're gonna punish Paul again. He's always getting in a fight. I know that he just watched these officers get in a fight, and again, we're kind of being the role models here, but still, I can't punish the officers. I tried. I don't have that authority. It looks like somebody was fighting back there again. Good God. Alright, we're just gonna do the no leaving the cell. Let's try to get through here. Oh Lord, everybody is like super aggressive today. Oops. I think I just hit the guy that was defending himself. Look at the way he's sitting. Wow. Alright, so we're gonna punish this guy as well. And things are just getting crazy. We're just trying to do our damn cell searches here. Yeah, I'm talking to you, man, so no leaving the cell. Alright, wow. We have an event over here. Let's do these cell searches first. Let's get them done with. We never actually finished searching his cell yet, because we had all these fights. I think we just did the sink, actually. I don't think we've done anything else. So let's go ahead and finish this. Again, it does say that we have completed the objective, but I feel like you gotta finish the cell search. And also, I'm thinking about punishing them whenever we find anything. I don't know if the game's gonna like treat that as punishing him for nothing though. And technically they have been punished in a way because they lost their contraband. At the same time, as a real correction officer, we would punish the inmates. Oops, I didn't want to talk to him. We would punish the inmates for having contraband. You're not allowed to have it, and just taking it is not enough of a punishment. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and punish them. And I'm not sure what we gave the last time for having contraband. We're just gonna do no phones though. So Praetorian's not gonna be able to call his wife. She's gonna be very unhappy with him for getting his phone privileges taken away. I'm telling you, Jinx would not be pleased if I wasn't able to call her. So Anthony Moore is right over here. Let's go ahead and get his cell searched. And yeah, we'll just start with the sink whenever we do this. These inmates, in real life anyways, are incredibly skilled at hiding contraband. I would say that we probably don't find... put the protein bar in there? That reminds me of a story. We'll go and leave this. But yeah, they're very, very good at hiding stuff. I'd imagine that we didn't find the majority of stuff that they hid. He's playing tic-tac-toe. Is he playing with himself? I'm not sure how you play tic-tac-toe by yourself. But yeah, that reminds me of a story. So the inmates eat a lot of noodles. Like ramen noodles, packs of ramen noodles. And they're like they're not the cup of noodles, though sometimes the commissary at our prison did have cup of noodles. The majority of the noodles that the inmates would buy at the commissary were just regular old noodle packs. So you got to put it in a bowl and cook it. Now the inmates can get, I think it was called a hot pot. I believe that's what we called it. We can't go to the next cell. He did a good job. He didn't have any contraband, or at least we didn't find it. So next we're going to Charles Wilson, which is this guy right here. Oh yeah, they can have they can buy a hot pot, and they are designed so they can't get really hot, so that the inmate can't throw boiling hot water on an officer or other staff member. However, they actually some of these guys are really smart, and they can rig them. God, they're putting food in the toilet. This is disgusting. But again, this is all part of my story here that we're about to get to. We're gonna leave his cookies. I don't want these toilet cookies. But yeah, they can rig the hot pot so that it gets hotter than it's supposed to and actually becomes boiling water. Because again, these guys are pretty smart. But it's designed not to get too hot. Just warm, I'd say. And they use these hot pots to make coffee. If they do rig the hot pot, change it up so that it gets hotter, so they can get boiling water, then it becomes contraband. We're searching his cell. I hope we find something. Snatch his contraband. But yeah, it does become contraband if they mess with the hot pot. Yep, we found his joints. Oh, he's gonna lose them. The inmates hate us. Yeah, they absolutely hate us. Nope. Confiscating it. So we're gonna have a lot of trouble with inmate respect because we're doing our job the right way, apparently. And that's not how respect would exactly work. His toilet is particularly nasty. But yeah, you would lose your hot pot if you messed with it. And yeah, he's just got a ton of joints here. These ones he put into the toilet, he's not happy about that. And then he tried to pee on me, like, really? I almost want to smack him for that. So the story, not everybody has hot pots or a bowl or something to put their noodles in to cook. And I have seen several inmates making noodles in the toilet. So what they would do, they would like stop the toilet up, flush it a few times to get a lot of water in there. They would clean it first. They would have cleaning materials that they can clean their cell up with. And we have not finished searching. This guy's sitting on the bed, so we can't even gotta wait till he gets up to search it. Maybe we can't search at all. Oh, no, we can. We just had to wait for his animation to finish up. But yeah, they'd fill it up with water and then make their noodles in the water, in the toilet water. Pretty disgusting, but I've seen inmates do just about everything in this toilet. I've seen them clean their clothes. They would put like cleaning materials into the toilet and then use it to clean their clothes. I mean, these are all things that we think are pretty disgusting out here, but it's honestly kind of regular in there. Yeah, they would use their toilet for many different things. Many of the inmates can be quite innovative in the things they do. You'll be surprised. And the economy of the prison was one of the things that always amazed me the most. You know, it has its own economy where you got inmates providing goods and services. I suppose we should figure out where we're going next. We need money, so we're gonna go play darts. One note though about the gun range over there, which I guess is right here, right? Yeah, with the one note with the shooting range, the targets. I was asking what that number above the head of the targets might have been, and I realized while editing that is clearly the health of the target. So that is the reason why it takes different number of shots to take the target down, because some targets have more health than other ones. Also, it seems like you do a different amount of damage based on where you're shooting it. So that's one reason to shoot in particular locations. So yeah, I think that's what those numbers are about. Yeah, there's like a little economy that goes on in the prison, and everybody kind of finds their place in it. We actually have enough money to level up. I don't think that would take our free time. What we're going to do is we're going to wait to do it just in case. And we're going to play darts, guys, just to earn a little bit more money. We actually do have enough money right now, though, to level ourselves up. So we're going to play darts with Miguel Baker, and we're going to play a high score again just because we know what that one is. And I'm just trying to win a little bit of money here, guys. There's not a lot of ways for us to earn money as a decent CO, it seems. Oh, we can bet a lot of money. You could go for the full $50 so we can level up twice. And you know, if you go for 30 or 10, if you bet anything and you lose, you're not gonna be able to level up. Let's go with $50. Oh, but if we do that, it's gotta be hard. Okay, we'll change the bet then. I was wondering why you wouldn't just always bet the highest. So with the $10, you can probably choose which difficulty you want, while $30 you can probably do either normal or hard, but not easy. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, so how much you bet will determine on every level what the difficulty is going to be. The only reason why we could pick the difficulty last time was because we didn't bet. All right, so yeah, we'll do normal difficulty. That's what we did in the first match, and we did pretty well. So to give an example of the economy in the prison, so you'll have people who create starch, or I should say they get starch out of things they can buy in the commissary, because we do not sell starch in the commissary. But they'll actually get the starch out of things that we do sell in the commissary. And then these guys will starch people's uniforms. Not officers, but other inmates. They'll starch their uniforms for them. So they put the starch all into the clothes, and then they'll flatten them. Oh, that was a terrible one. And then they'll flatten the clothes onto the wall. You know, press it onto the wall, in order to basically iron it, or to starch it, I should say. It's more than just ironing it. And the way they starch it is just as good. Like what the end result is just as good as what you get out here in the real world paying for it. It's like really surprising. Now you may be wondering, why would any inmate, you know what, we're gonna give this guy a chance. We're going for a few less points here, and plus it's getting kind of crowded here. I don't know if that has any effect. But yeah, he's getting blown out right now. We're almost halfway through. But yeah, I guess it wasn't too bad. Yeah, they'll starch it in a way that's just as good as what you get out here in the real world, you know, paying for it. And if you're wondering why any inmate would want to starch their clothes, it's mainly for visitation day. You know, if they were going to say a trial or something, then they'll be given a suit. or can bring their own suit. You know, have it brought from a family or friend or whatever can bring them a suit. So like going to a trial or something, they will have a suit. But let's say they're going to visitation. They have somebody visiting them, which our visitation was over the weekend. We didn't have weekday visitation. It was only on Saturday and Sunday. And so maybe they want to look nice for their wife or something. And so they'd starch for visitation. That was a typical thing that they starch for. But other things they might starch their outfit for would be... No, actually, what are we going to want to do here? We might not want to go for this one. I'm going to try and hit 1,000 exactly, because again, I'm not entirely sure. We haven't seen a notification about it, so it seems like that might not be the case. But just in case it is, I don't want any issues with it. So we're just going to go for something else here. Wow, we did not get a lot of points there. Points. That was not great. So yeah, we're just going to go for this. The double. And then from there, we can just do the 10 on the triple again. Alright, and we're actually getting respect with both guards and inmates doing that. However, since we only bet the $30, we might want to try the hard out. We beat them so handily that we could perhaps go with the harder difficulty next time. I don't think we can do this now because it's not free time. So can you play even when it's not free time? That's interesting. Like, would that mean that you're not doing your current task? And you're being a bad officer because you're over here playing darts rather than doing your job? You would expect that's how that would work. Otherwise, you could sit here and play darts all day. Yeah, I'm not sure. We need to try that sometime. I don't want to try it this time because I really want to do the prison stroll because we haven't done that task yet. We are going to level up. But yeah, just to finish what I was saying, the other thing they might do it for is if they're having some type of hearing, you know, maybe to see if they're going to be moved to another G class. Maybe they're moving from G3 down to G2 or something like that, and they're reviewing their behavior, or maybe they're reviewing their behavior to, you know, give them, you know, good time, which would take off of their good behavior time, which would take off of their total sentence, stuff like that. You know, maybe they're going to try and get out of the prison early. You know, you can do that with both good behavior and also put on parole, get out of the prison early. Those are situations where you wouldn't get a suit. You'd still wear your regular inmate clothes, and so you might want to look nice. So that'd be an instance where they would, you know, pay this inmate who, you know, basically has a job in the prison. This is his job, and they would, you know, pay him in goods, you know, rather than money, because it's, you know, it's more of a barter system. The economy in the prison. There is some money, but the money typically only changes hands for like serious stuff, like a phone or drugs or something like that. So we're wanting to learn something. We only have enough to use one of our skill points, only have enough money, and so we have to pick one, and I think we wanted to do the trust one. You can trade with 1 or 2 inmates depending on how much respect they have for you. Every potential trader has a money icon above his head. That would be one option. The other one would be the eagle eye here, only for checking data and new inmates routines. And it just might make it easier to do that, so you don't miss anything. Yeah, maybe that's not worth it. Yeah, we'll just do this one, guys, and that'll help us move along the tree as well. Alright, so we got the trust one. And will we see them on the map, like who you can trade with? Not really seeing anybody. There's a mission over here. But we're gonna go do the next task, which is the prison stroll. Yeah, the economy is very much a barter system. And so yeah, the inmate who wants something starched might give them, I don't know, 6-pack of noodles. Here's our routine. Prison yard. On the prison yard, your main task is to look for suspicious situations and react accordingly. Warning, direct force, and disciplinary punishment. Okay, so those are the 3 options we'll have. Give them a warning, I guess, to beat them, or give them a disciplinary punishment. Pay attention to inappropriate behavior and other infractions like sneaking, fighting, suspicious discussions, destroying property, or urinating. Okay, so some of these we've seen before, like the fighting. Most of these we have not. Yeah, these are things we haven't really seen before. If they're sneaking around. Suspicious discussions, I don't know how exactly that'll look or how we'd see that. Destroying property and urinating are pretty obvious ones. If it's calm enough, you can relax, but there's a chance that you won't notice problem situations. So basically, don't play basketball on the yard. Pay attention to the time to end the routine properly. You have to let the prisoners be outside for the minimum time. If you let them stay longer, your respect level will increase. Oh, well, that's interesting. It might be one way we can get some respect with the inmates is by giving them like a little bit of extra time on the yard, which we do have issues getting respect since we're being a better officer. And this is one that, you know, it's not really that big of a deal. It's if you give them a little extra time on the yard. I mean, I did that in my time. All right, so that's all the inmates going on to the yard there. I think this is that cell block B. Yeah. Now, I said that the economy is largely barter-based. And the reason why I said largely, rather than is entirely barter-based, is because of the fact there is a little bit of a barter system, or there is a little bit of a currency. Let me read this real quick. When in the yard, be on the lookout for fights, illegal trade, and other inappropriate or suspicious prisoner behavior. Intervene whenever possible through negotiation. Use force only when it's necessary. The longer you let prisoners stay outside, the more of their respect you earn. And just between the two of us, you can do various business with convicts or take commissions from them. This will improve your budget and relationships with individual inmates, but it's better not to do it where guards can see you. Okay, so we're just going to patrol around the yard. And see, like, there's an inmate pissing, maybe? Yeah, so we want to, like, talk to this one and tell him to stop. You came to peek at my... So you can't piss here, man. You can't tell me what to do. Actually, we can. Oh, he's fighting us. Okay. Oh, he's got a buddy. Maybe that's a fellow gang member, perhaps. Let's see, they're both in the dragons, maybe? Yeah, that's what it was. They're both in the dragons. Yeah, it looks like there was a fight over here while we were dealing with that, maybe. Because that guy was on the ground there. So now we have a fire, but that's only because they're trying to fight here. He started the fire. Oh, I never did punish that guy. We're going to go do that, actually. After we punish this guy. I'm hoping that, yeah, the other officer will take care of the fire for us. So let's go ahead and punish both of these. Oh. To end the routine, choose the command rally to gather the inmates. Now you can have a break. The other guards will take care of everything. Alright, so yeah, we can rally them. We're gaining respect by leaving him out here. But we're going to punish this guy here for getting in the fight. And I'm thinking, because he started a fire, it should be isolation. But I think that means we have to bring him there. Yeah, after the routine ends. So yeah, he's going to be in isolation. Because he started a fire. Now with this other guy, I don't know where he went. And we didn't punish him before. He might just make it. Even though he assaulted an officer. I know he's in the dragons and he has a tattoo on his head. That's what I remember about him. I don't know where he went now. Yeah, he might have got away. Is this him? Oh, that's us. It wasn't us pissing all over the place, was it? I don't think so. No, because we're on the wolves. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where that guy went, guys. So he's going to probably make it. And that's because I forgot to punish him. And these guys have a short memory, I'm sure as well. He probably already forgot that he was in trouble and then he assaulted me. So he's going to get out of here without getting in trouble. Because, yeah, I can't find the guy. So that's unfortunate. Is it him? Yep, that's him right there. So I'm not seeing solitary punishment as being an option, so that might be because we only have one solitary cell. Oh, they all went inside. We'll say no phones, I guess. I don't know if it'll still apply since everybody just disappeared. Alright, so now we need to escort the prisoner to solitary, that one that we set to that punishment, which is going to be way back in the cell block. Okay. We did get some respect, though, from letting them on there, stay on there for so long. I'm sure they got a lot away with a lot of stuff that I didn't catch while I was running around trying to find that guy. Our respect with the prison guards is incredibly high, 91%. That's pretty good. But I think we're going to have a lot of problems with prisoner respect overall. Yeah, I was talking about the currency. So back in the day, there was, tobacco allowed in the prisons. And so you've probably seen this on movies where tobacco essentially is the currency. Oz? did Oz, the HBO show, Oz, I believe that they had tobacco as a currency. I might be wrong on that, though. It's been a long time since I watched that show. You know, shows and movies have you know, shown that, where they have tobacco as a currency, and that was the case apparently in real life as well. Now, the prison I worked at, tobacco was not allowed at the time that I was working there. It was already illegal to bring tobacco anywhere in the prison, and that includes other officers. So we're going to bring on the solitary. Oh, and he's assaulting us again. Jesus, see, this is what happens when you can only punish an inmate once. Like, well, you already punished me today, so... I don't know where our health is at, but we're at 3,300 of 3,900. Alright, are you ready to go to solitary, man? Alright, so we haven't taken anybody to solitary, so this will be the first time we even see where this is at. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, the currency in our prison, since you didn't have tobacco anymore, was instead stamps. Stamps was the currency. I did want to see what this looks like in here. Okay, so this is their solitary. But yeah, they would use stamps as a currency. And so we tried to stop it in the prison. So for instance, and where are we going next? He is locked up. Did I not actually lock the door or something? Yeah, I didn't actually lock the door. There we go. And we got respect from that, from the prisoners. Interesting. So now we go to the evening briefing. Yeah, we try and stop the stamps being used as a currency by making it so that inmates had to write their number, their TDCJ number, which TDCJ stands for Texas Department of Correctional Justice. So the acronym is TDCJ. And they'd have to write their TDCJ number on the back of the stamps. So that way, if an inmate was caught with stamps that had a number on the back of it that didn't match his, then it was now considered contraband. They would lose that stamp, which is basically like losing money in the prison. Or if they didn't have their number on it, then you could take it as well, because they were required to put their number on it as soon as they got it. And so yeah, stamps became the currency. Understand that you've already done everything. Yep, it's all over for today. Got another 10 bucks. That means we can level up again. Or we could use the money to buy new equipment. I kind of prefer leveling up for right now, though. Getting new abilities. Prison earned a good amount of money, and we have $769 now. So what we could do is see if there's anything to buy for the prison, because we are level 4. And I remember a few things being locked at level 4. Guard respect has increased dramatically today. We did lose a lot of prisoner respect, though. And then the riot risk has also increased, unfortunately. I'm guessing they see us as being unfair for some of the things we did or something. All right, so the first task of today is to clean the prison. Then free time, then the workshop again, free time, evening head count. So nothing really new here. I'm wondering if we won't have some type of random event, though, since it is such a boring day. Last time we had a kind of boring day. That's what ended up happening, is we had a random event happen. We're going to level up first, though, before we do this task. We're going to see what all choices we have. So this one has a level requirement that we haven't reached. That's level 5. This is funny feeling. You can tell when something's wrong. All you have to do is glance at some places around a cell to know if something is hidden. So this would help with cell searches. So we might have to get something else, unless we want to wait till we get to level 5. There's no real reason to wait, though, if we have something good to get. So this would result in us doing more nightstick damage, so we have to hit them less often. That'd be helpful. Increased defenses would be nice as well. And this is more something that we'd want if we were being a bad CO. So I feel like of these three, this one's more useful. However, we get this one, then we can move to the next one eventually. But you know what? I think this one's so useful, we're going to go to get it. I'd like to, be able to do this without hitting them as often. So yeah, now we are better with the nightstick. So now we're going to go to the warden's office before we start our cleaning task. You can see I'm just kind of avoiding cleaning right now because I don't want to. So I hate cleaning. Absolutely. I mean, everybody does. Well, maybe not everybody. I know some people find it as like a good form of stress release or relief. We don't know his password. Because one thing I'm wondering is, if you guys remember, when he gave us this task, he gave us 2 tasks. One of them was like approving like a list of like for the inmates' behavior or something like that. I don't really remember exactly what it was. But yeah, he wanted us to to stamp them, you know, approve or not approve, which, you know, I thought was quite a bit of responsibility for a new boot. And I don't know where you do that. I thought it would be somewhere in here, and I didn't see it anywhere. Maybe prisoner files? No, it's definitely not prisoner files, and we looked at this before. So I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's in emails? No, it's not in the emails. We emailed it. And we kind of looked at all this before, so I'm not entirely sure how you do that task, or if the game just forgot about it. So we won't be buying anything for ourselves because we're poor. We can look around at other possible things to get. We could get the monitoring cameras if we had $2,000. That's not level locked. So yeah, we got the toilets. I don't know. Do you have to buy these for like a new cell? Like once you get a new cell, you gotta like get all the stuff for them. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why they'd be on here because we already have all this. Yeah, it says $10 per person. It's a daily cost. It's interesting. So yeah, let's just see if there's anything that we want to get. Behind cabinet. This cabinet is no longer fresh out the production. So where would we get this cabinet if we bought it? I'm not entirely sure where that would be. It doesn't seem to say, does it? Okay. I'm not sure if that's for the inmate cells. They normally do, in our prison anyway, they had a little cabinet area. There's a little thing underneath the beds. There's 2 of them, one for each inmate, where they could put their stuff. Chairs, I'm guessing that's also for the prisoners. Yeah, having another place to sit, so they don't have to sit on the toilet. Because I think sometimes they're sitting on the toilet. I always say they're taking a poop, but I imagine they're just using that as a chair sometimes. We already have the dumbbells. Barbells. We already have barbells, so what is this going to get, like another one or something? Or is it going to be heavier, maybe? Maybe you can train higher with it. Training bag. These all require levels we just don't have. We can't even get new cells either, as those require level 5. Okay, so really there's not much to get here. You can get the kitchen upgrade. It affects the quality of the meals, and this would increase the respect with the inmates. So this would be one option for increasing their respect. However, I don't want to get this until we've actually seen what's there. I want to see what's currently there before we buy the new stuff. So yeah, maybe we'll check out the mess hall, the chow hall, if we happen to walk by it. Now they call it a canteen in this prison. I've never heard it called a canteen before. Not in a prison environment, I mean. We need to clean the infirmary. So we're looking for the mop and stuff. But yeah, we just called it a chow hall in our prison. Oops. I'm over here trying to click instead of press E. Then we'll get this infirmary cleaned up. And looks like that's it. So it's just the sponge now to clean off all the seating. Pretty standard here. The cleaning kind of reminds me, why are we not cleaning this? It just takes a long time to clean it. Yeah, apparently it just takes a long time. But it kind of reminds me of the house flipper game. The cleaning. Which Jinx loves that game. She still plays it all the time. Wife and co-host here on the channel. I don't really play it all that often. It's not really my type of game. But we've done enough series of it now. I think we've done 3 series, 1 on PC and 2 on console. One of those series on the console was for the expansion, the garden expansion. So I've played enough for me to very much know how the cleaning works. Yeah, it is an absolute mess in here, guys. Now, the seating is luckily not bad. We don't have to clean that. It's just the floor here. I don't know what's all over this floor. Paint? Looks like paint. And nothing's even painted that color in here. I don't know how it got so messy. Look at this cleaned up. It was almost like mustard and ketchup, honestly. Like one of those Carl's Jr. or Hardee's, whatever you call it. It's Hardee's on the East Coast, Carl's Jr. on the West Coast. So I always knew it as Hardee's since I grew up on the East Coast. But then when I moved to the West Coast, I used to live in California. I was really surprised that it's the same location. It's got the star with much of the same menu. And it's called Carl's Jr. on the West Coast. And I discovered that most places actually call it Carl's Jr. I've lived all over this country now. And Carl's Jr.'s, I see it more often than Hardee's. Here in Colorado, it is Carl's Jr. Or, of course, more on the West. I mean, we are the West. I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, those Carl's Jr. Hardee's commercials, usually with some really attractive woman eating the meal, or it could be, I guess sometimes they'll have like a construction worker or something like that. But you know, if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. Yeah, it reminds me of those burgers. Like somebody was eating a Carl's Jr. burger while shooting, and then made an absolute mess. All right, so and Carl's Jr. burgers are messy. So we have to decide what we want to do next. Could look to see if there's any missions available. These are the 2 inmates that we can sell to. Could go to the range. We already did the darts, but we do need more money. Do we earn anything from the range? I want to say we don't get anything from the range. I might be wrong. But I don't recall like getting any skills or anything from the range. Let's go do it real quick. Now, I'm wondering why we can clean a rifle here, or clean a weapon. Yeah, we never fired that. I don't think we get anything from cleaning those. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and do some more shooting. We haven't done the stand 3s yet. Targets appear in a fixed position. You have to destroy them as fast as possible to gain points. So we'll do this one. Do we have anything else available? We can do the SMG. We'd have to clean it first, which would take up our free time. So we'll just do the riot gun one more time. Maybe next time we'll do the other one. So yeah, you can see the health decreasing. It's like 3 points for that one. So you might want to like look to see how many points you're getting for each, and just you know kind of decide where you're going to shoot them based on how much health they have. Like so, if they're 3 or lower, then you're going to shoot right at the center mass. And I'm not sure if headshots will generate any more money. Alright, so 100% accuracy, 51 points. And these are all new records because each time we're doing it for the first time. We do get money. Okay, so we get $10. The prison gets $20. And it did look like we were increasing respect as well. However, we're not like increasing any skill. Okay, that's what I was wondering. So now we're doing the workshop again. Is a lot of monotony. A lot of monotony when you're working in a prison, doing the same thing over and over again with the counts. You know, it depends on where you're at, of course. Every day is different based on the location you're at. So let's go and get these inmates selected. Oops. Or punch them. Suppose we could do that as well. So we're wanting like either neutral. We'll bring Praetorian. He didn't go last time. Play some favoritism. Let's go around this way since I started on the other side last time. And again, not bringing anybody aggressive or anybody who's caused us trouble lately. Leo can go, sure. Why not? I don't know if we brought him recently. He's harmless, Bruce Brown, so we'll bring him. Well, this guy got in trouble the other day. He assaulted us, but he's one of the people that we'll purchase from, or excuse me, sell stuff to. David Johnson is the other one. Bruce Gomez, I want to say we brought him once, so maybe not bring him again this time. Oh, I don't like that Paul Pierre guy. I really don't like him. We brought him twice, so we won't bring him again. Brian Shepard, he's harmless. We might have brought him last time, but I don't remember. Charles, this is another Charles. This is Charles Wilson. We'll bring him. And that'll be everybody. Alright, so let's go ahead and have him follow us. Beat him with baton a little bit. And get back to the workshop. And we're going to sprint on over there to get there quicker. Try and get this task done. Because again, we've done this task several times now. And we lost our inmates. Yeah, again, not the best way to do this. Not realistic at all. Inmates running through the prison. There's a very strict no running policy. Yeah, unless they're on the rec yard, of course. So now we need to go get the tools. And everybody's, you know, either neutral or harmless. Only thing really to consider for me is their crimes. And yeah, none would indicate that they're dangerous. But any of them could be dangerous, you just don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and just we gave Praetorian the hammer last time. Let's give him the wrench. And he can have a hammer. And this guy here gets the screwdriver. I think he caused us trouble last time we had him in here. We probably shouldn't have brought him again. He's gonna get the file. And then Charles Wilson here will get the knife. Okay. Again, one way for us to earn some money for the prison. Not that there's really much for us to buy until we get level 5. It seems a lot of it is level locked to 5. Everybody's working over here. Let's dip on over here. We'll go ahead and look over here. He's working as well. I mean, we got a good crew. I'm probably speaking too soon. Watch him do something. Oh, yep, there's a fight. I spoke too soon. Alright, since sometimes a prisoner may be badly injured due to fighting or knife wounds, in that case you'll have to call for help. Take the walkie-talkie, go to the wounded man and call for help. The right people will take care of him. In extreme cases, a wounded prisoner can't bleed. If you don't help him in time, he can die. A dead prisoner is reported just like an injured one, but his body is moved to the morgue. Don't let too many people die in a short time. When a star icon appears above the prisoner's head, it means he is, or just above the prisoner, means he is just lost consciousness. After a while, he'll get up on his own. Oops. So I think he started the fight, so I know that this guy needs help, but if we don't punish him, yeah, this is not how you do this. You would need to get this guy help over there as soon as possible. We're gonna go and have him do the no leaving the cell after this. And then I think it said we used the walkie-talkie for the injured inmate. Oh, whoa, there's another fight. Is that the guy we just punished, or is this... Man, we just got all kinds of fights in here. Jesus. Oh, that's the guy we punished. Good God, you can't even bring anybody in here without them fighting. Doesn't matter who you bring. You're supposed to be busy. Oh, okay, I think I clicked on the wrong thing here. So we're gonna punish him. What did you do? You just got in a fight. He's losing his ability to leave his cell for the rest of the day. Good God. Yeah, we're gonna lose more respect from this than we gain, simply because everybody's just fighting. We gotta punish him. Yeah, we're gonna keep him working so we can keep earning money here, earning extra money for the prison. And so yeah, we have one inmate that didn't make it through. We got this inmate here that's not working. And we'll talk to him just so we can get some respect here. Now we're sitting at 180 experience, so still considered a newcomer and new boot. But we should level up to 5 after this. Oh, this guy needs help. No, Praetorian! I don't know what happened. He hurt himself while working, perhaps? Or that other guy assaulted him? Does he have like a fight thing over him? No. And he already fought anyway. Probably wouldn't fight again. He must have hurt himself while working. Well, that's embarrassing. Man, I mean, this whole situation is embarrassing. We walked out of that cell block with 5 inmates, and we're gonna walk back with 3. Always wear your safety equipment. So yeah, this was not a good workout, or excuse me, a good workshop session. Did not go well. I kind of want to stop by the infirmary to kind of see how that works. See if they're in there, if they're laying there. See if there's any way to see how long they're gonna be there. So we'll let it go the full time to get the $30 here. Here we go. So now let's go ahead and rally the inmates and get their tools back. Though, will the other tools be brought back? They're not. So what happens with those tools? Yeah, what happens if they get injured? Like, how do you get the tools back? Are they just gone forever? And is that why you have to, why there's the ability to buy tools? I think I saw that you could buy tools. Yeah, because that's interesting. That you send them to the infirmary, they just take the tool with them? You can't like search their body and get the tool off of them? I guess we'll find out if we have it or not. Okay, we have all the tools, so we did get the tool back. Alright, excellent. I wasn't sure how it would work. Oh, now we have to search them? Nothing there. Leo's doing a good job here, I think. I don't know if we had any issues with Leo. I kind of feel like we had issues with everybody today. But nobody had any contraband, so that's good. So let's go ahead and tell them to follow us. Get them back in their cells. Good God, that was a disastrous workshop day. Yeah, it just did not work out. Got Mark Clark over here. Yeah, I'm not sure why we only interact with this cell block. Is that like the only one we're assigned to? And then we don't work with the other ones at all, the other inmates. Alright, so lost some respect there with the inmates. But the prison guard respect is very high right now. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, we could clean that gun over there. Oh, I don't know, I'm coming here. Although I am kind of curious if somebody's still in here. Nope. Alright, so he's already out. Maybe he only stays in for a day. Day of solitary confinement. You can see we do only have the one solitary confinement cell. So if you sentence somebody for that, it should be for, you know, a serious crime, like the one we did sentence there. He started a fire and then assaulted another inmate. We're gonna do, we did shooting last time. Let's go ahead and do the darts again so we can get some more money. Try and continue leveling ourselves up here. Yeah, we'll do the darts one more time. But yeah, you do want to make sure you're only putting more serious crimes in there, since you know you only have one solitary confinement. And I don't know if I saw anywhere where we could like improve, build another one. I mean, I think we're gonna try a different one this time. Let's do. I'm not sure what all these are. Let's just pick a number here and see what the number ones are. We'll do 301. Good choice. I'll tell you the rules in a minute, but maybe you'd like to feel the competitive spirit. Yeah, we're gonna bet $10. So hopefully we don't lose it. All right, but the difficulty level will be easy. Do you agree? I do. Each player starts with 301, 501, 701, or 901. So all these games are the same here. The goal is for each player to be the first to reach exactly 0, no less. Okay, so this is the darts that I know well. Player wins by reaching exactly 0 points by subtracting the amount they score in a turn from the amount at the start of their turn. Going below 0 is a bust. So this is one where we do not want to go below 0. We have to get the exact amount of points. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with the high 60, and you'll notice that I think the thing that's changing here, it's perhaps not just our opponent's ability, the AI opponent's ability, but also how large our kind of area is that we can, be successful. Yeah, it's got a much larger part of the bar here on easy than it did on normal. I think that's the first time we played on easy. And yeah, he might not be as good on easy as well. So yeah, we're just trying to beat him as quickly as possible. And so we don't want to go for 60 now, because that would leave us in a situation where we couldn't win. Now, another rule that is often with this game is that you have to get like a double or something like that, or a triple at the end. But in this case, I suppose you could just get 1 point. So yeah, I guess you could go for the 60 and then 1 point. I guess that's what we'll do. Because I didn't see anything about a double or triple required at the end. So there we go. So we actually won $20, but we only bet 10. Huh, that's strange. Because yeah, you would, if you handed the money to somebody else, then you'd lose $10 and then get 20 back. But yeah, we won $20. That's strange. I mean, I'm not going to complain about getting more money. I like money. So now we have $36 and only need 14 more. So one day's work wouldn't be enough, unfortunately. So yeah, still wouldn't be able to level up again just yet. And as far as the prisoner money, I think a lot of it requires us to have level 5. So we just need to level up. Oh, we've already hit level 5. Well, that's interesting. So we could... let's do this first. Let's not go backwards. We're already over here. Let's do the evening count. Are they all getting into place? Okay, they all are, with the exception of a few, and we're going to handle those few now rather than me get all confused with the counting. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk to these guys and get them over there. Yes, you will. You're going to have a problem. Wait. Okay, so we got them all confused. Oh, Lord. These inmates are just regularly assaulting us. Yeah, this is why I feel like getting that ability that increased our nightstick damage is really helpful, because we're just constantly having to fight these inmates. Alright, so he's going to get back in place. Yeah, a lot of people would not want to be a correctional officer if you had to fight these inmates this often. I'm already getting the nightstick out. I'm just planning on them causing me trouble. So you're the fitness type of guy? I would be, but I have no other options, just to walk around here at the yard. And there'd be a nice outdoor gym, yeah? Oh, okay, so he's gonna go back in place, but Paul is gonna assault us. Jesus Christ. We're just constantly be assaulted here. I really don't think anybody would want to do this job if you did this often, though. If officers were being assaulted this often, I'll tell you right now, these inmates would have a miserable life. Because, the guards wouldn't tolerate it. The officers wouldn't tolerate it. And they would react accordingly. And it'd probably be a very miserable life for them. I don't think they'd like it. So he's going to punch us too. Just trying to avoid his hits, but it's kind of hard to do. Just best to smack him around a little bit. That should get him back in place. Is there anybody else? Yeah, we still got another damn inmate. I'm just going to keep this baton out. Because we're just constantly having to beat these guys. The behavior cell, so maybe someday the gym will get some upgrades. I mean, yeah, we're the one that controls the spending right now. But yeah, I'd be willing to improve the gym. Now you notice Praetorian HiJynx isn't here because he's in the infirmary. I want to go check that out before the day is over. So yeah, you can see that he's not here. All right, so we have everybody in place now. We should be able to easily count them and get them back in their cells. But yeah, we'll go ahead and visit him in a minute and just see how that looks with somebody in there. So Bruce Brown, that's this guy here? No, that's Jim Larson. This is Jim Brown, or excuse me, Bruce Brown. Why is he not on our list? Is it because he's locked in his cell for the rest of the day? You'd still count him though. Okay, so let's go and get these cells closed. We're just pulling out the nightstick. We're just gonna have it out all the time because we just always need it. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the infirmary real quick before we do the evening briefing and just see how that looks. And that's over here. There's several locations in this prison we haven't been to yet. So yeah, we have both of the inmates here. So that means that you can only have up to 3 inmates here since you only have 3 beds. Okay, so there's Praetorian. Here's the other guy who got injured. And I don't know what he's doing right now. Now, it's interesting there's no nurse or anything here, though. I feel like that's strange. There should be a nurse or something working here. Alright, it just would feel more immersive, I feel. Well, we could spend some of that money. We did get the level 5, so we could do that. But we're just going to go ahead and end the day. And thus also end the episode. This will be the last thing that we're doing here. Yes, we've done everything. So yeah, we earned a good chunk of money today. The prison earned a good chunk of money as well. We're now at 1,015. And a lot of respect again with the guards. We're at 100% now. So I am interested to see where we rank with that 100% respect, since prisoner respect is probably going to stay fairly low. No change, though, in prisoner respect or riot risk today. So what we could do is hit the warden's office up real quick. The daily tasks, though, are the attendance check, free time workshop, free time cell shakedown. So nothing all that interesting today. But yeah, we're gonna go and look at the warden's office computer. And we're gonna see what our ranking is. We won't spend any money or anything like that right now. I just want to see what our ranking is. We've moved up quite a bit. We're at 13 now. Okay, so I believe we were at 18 before. Yeah, I think we were at 18. So we're at 13 now. So we've moved up. We're doing better. The prison guard respect actually dropped for some reason. Jumped down to dropped down by 2.5%. As did the prisoner respect. I wonder if that drops daily. Yeah, it might, and I just hadn't noticed it yet. But yeah, this is going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode, we'll pick up with the attendance checking. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one. And thanks for watching.